Hello Mama, this is Silvia Varanda from SB Studios, and in this video I want to tell you and show you what happens to your photos after you have selected the photos that you want to keep. After you have done the selections, all your photos will be professionally retouched with the SB Studios retouching process. And what we do is to work in every detail of your photo, the hair, the skin, the lipstick, the eyes, the body, everything. And I want to show you in a photo that I have here of my client. I want to show you everything that we do. And we use two paid programs to work your photos. Let's go to the computer. My photos, they're really well retouched. So it is an extensive process that I do here. I have this style that I like to do. So my signature of editing, which is the magazine signature. So I've done already a process here in this first program. I just added a little bit of my color, my identity in this photo. It's something that's unique, nobody else's has it. And also I just got some lighting work here and a little bit of color here. Now it is the fun part, is the program that we are gonna use. It is Photoshop. So I'm gonna open this photo on Photoshop. Okay, now we have the photo on Photoshop, and what I'm going to do is just to work this photo in Photoshop and actually make it look like it is from the magazine. So let me just close something here. There we go. Okay, the first thing that I like to work on, it is the skin. If we got closer here, I'm even going to show you everything that happens. If we got closer here, this is a real person. This is a real body, and we have texture in our skin, which is normal. We have zits. We have, many people has sometimes some marks. I have, for example, a scar on my forehead. So if we get here closer to the photo, we can see that we have a few bumps. Nothing really much, but we can see that we have a few bumps. And if you look at the models in a magazine, you see that their skin is flawless, is perfect. Of course that they don't have that skin. However, we still like to have like a perfect skin. And this is exactly what I'm gonna provide to my client here. So we are gonna remove all of these bumps here, and we are gonna make the skin look better and smoother. And not only on the face, but we can go through all of her arm here. So let me start creating something here so you can see with me what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna change a color here and I'm gonna paint so you can understand what I'm talking about. Just 1 second here. There you go. If we look here, we have a mark here. I don't know if you can see very well, but it's something that me as a photographer, I'm gonna look for every small detail that you have in your skin, in everything of the photo, to be honest. So there is a mark here. We have other mark here. We have a little bit of a dry elbow, so we are gonna fix that as well. We have some bumps here on her face. We can see that we have many bumps, and her skin is perfect already. It looks really good. She has makeup on as well, which helps, but we can see like some kind of like different lighting from her forehead here and here. And everything here that I'm circling, I'm gonna make smoother. And we have some more bumps here. So we have some bumps on her face, but nothing much, We have a little bit of lines here. That again, it's nothing much, it's just small details, but it makes a difference when we're trying to make a magazine photo. We are gonna make all of this all perfect, and you're going to see the difference that's going to make. So we have some darkness area here that it could be like her hair. We have the armpit. Armpit is something that normally many times is a little bit darker than your skin, but we want to make everything smoother. So all of this we are going to make a little bit lighter. We are going to fix all the bumps that we have here. And again, this is all natural body. This is how our body is. However, for the photo to look more artistic and have this magazine feeling and feeling like a model, we are going to fix all of this. So all of this is going to be fixed as well. My baby is waking up. So look at this here on the outfit. We are gonna remove this as well. We need to fix that. So we have a lot of things on the skin. I'm not gonna go through all the skin here and showing everything that I'm gonna do because again, this is a lot, but we are gonna make this smoother because we can see a few bumps as well. We have something here as well and here. So you can see where I'm going with this, right? And we can see the vein here as well. Let me get closer so you can see. I'm gonna delete that. We can see a little bit of her vein here. And when we are pregnant, at least when I was pregnant, all my veins, it seems like they were just like right there. You could see everything. So this is just something that happens, you know, this is just like regular body. So this part here, we don't like to see that. We don't like to see this very much. Another thing that sometimes we don't like is the part of the leg here that gets a little bit large, and we don't like to see that. Or this here, right, is like a little bit of fat that we have that, again, this is all regular body. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just for the photo. So you have an artistic, you look perfect, you look like a model. And again, a model in the magazine is a totally different person for that person in reality. Okay, all of their photos are also very, very well retouched. So we have that. We have in here as well a little bit of marks that we don't like. We have a dry, not elbow, a dry knee. And we have a bunch of marks here on the leg as well. We have some darkness area and dry area here. So again, this is all fixable. This is something that we are gonna work on the editing process. Another thing is the shape of the body. So let me do just a new layer here. And the shape of the body, we like to see something visually, something that is very well curved is more well appealing for the eyes. So we can see that she has a curve. We already worked in the lighting. We already worked in the posing, and she looks stunning right here, right now. Her pose is beautiful, her body is beautiful. So we already have all the body curved like this. See, this is a beautiful curve of a woman's body. But now we are just going to make it even better. So we are gonna fix this part here of her body that it is curved, but we wanna make a perfect shape on her body. And it is just about small tweaks that we do it here. And this also goes to the belly. If the belly is a little bit small or is a little bit big, I am always fixing the shape of the belly so we can have like that perfect round belly and a perfect size and everything. Right now, she has a perfect belly. It looks very nice and very good, but we are always going to tweak a little bit of everything, going to the perfect line. Also, the arms, sometimes when we get pregnant, another thing that happens is the arms, they get a little bit bigger, and the majority of people, they don't like it. So this is another thing that we are gonna work on, is just like making the arms to be a little bit smaller, because when we get pregnant, the arms tends to, sometimes it's not for every woman, it tends to get a little bit bigger. But again, there's nothing wrong with the women's body. My style of editing is to make you look like a model, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in the photo. Also, another thing that sometimes I fix, sometimes I don't, and I don't think that I'm gonna fix for this photo because I think that it looks really good for the composition, is the hair. The hair is going everywhere a little bit, which is normal for every photo. But for this photo, because she's in a bodysuit, I think that it fits well with the composition. So this is something that I'm not gonna be working on. And of course, this part here. We are gonna remove all of that and make everything to be just one background. Another thing that we are going to do, of course, at the end as well, is just to correct even more the lighting, make more contrasting and interesting. So I'm gonna just start the process of correcting the photo, and you're gonna see the before and after and how this process works. I'm gonna start here with my skin retouch process. And we are gonna remove all of the things that we saw earlier, and we are gonna smooth it out the skin right now. But we are gonna do in a way that still looks very realistic, because we don't want to make it seem like it's a fake skin. We still want it to look very realistic, right? So this is something that is good to think about when you're choosing the photographer, because every photographer has their own identity of retouching process. And mine is to make it look like a magazine, like a model, but still look realistic, just like the models. So I'm just gonna fast forward this process. Now we are done with the skin retouching process, and I just want to show you what we have done so far, the before and after, and you have an idea of how this process works. I was showing before a bunch of things that I wanted to fix on her skin, and here's the before and here's the after. So there are a lot of changes that it went through her skin. Let me get closer to her face, and we can see now that we have a more model look already to this photo. So before and after. Before and after. What happened here is that her skin is way smoother. The color of her skin as well, for example, right here on the arms, is matching better the rest of her body. And another thing as well is that the makeup, because she already has a makeup, she was looking beautiful, gorgeous. And with that, I'm able to make her to stand out even more with that makeup. So here's the before and here's the after. You can see more of the makeup. Let me get closer to the eyes, for example, so you can see that the makeup is stronger now. It is just a little bit touch of editing right here. And this is just making her whole natural skin and face to show up more. And it's still her, it's beautiful. She's perfect already the way that she is. We are just enhancing her natural beauty, if that makes sense. And even here on her legs, for example, let's go here, down here. And here's the before and here's the after. It is just a little bit of few tweaks, touches on her legs, and it is perfect. Look at this. And now the process is not done yet. I still need to clean all the background. I still need to do things on her body. So I'm just gonna fast forward this part of the process because it takes a lot of time, and I don't want you to be watching this this video that's gonna be really huge if I show you step by step. But now you already have an idea of what's happening to your photo in the post-production. So let me just finish this process right now, and I'm gonna show you the ending result. The photo is almost done. I'm gonna go back with this photo to the other program. So before I do that, I just wanted to show you the before and after in the Photoshop so you can see what I've done so far. But the photo is pretty much almost complete. Now it's looking way more like as a magazine photo. My client here looks beautiful. I want to show the tweaks that I did on her body as well. But you can see that she looks like a model, that the photo is incredible. Here's the before, here's the after, before and after. This is a really professional and worked in details editing, and I'm gonna finish the process in the first program that I started editing her photo. So I'm gonna save this photo here and I'm gonna open in the other program. Now we are in the other program and I'm just gonna add one of my presets. And there we go. This is the final photo. And she looks perfect. I'm gonna show you the before and after. Here's the before. So this photo is straight from the camera, and this is the before. And here's our magazine photo. She looks just like a model. Gorgeous, confident, she's powerful, she's beautiful, and this is exactly what I'm gonna be providing you. When you go through your selection, you're gonna see photos like this. Again, you don't need to worry about anything because I got you in every small detail, and I'm gonna make you look just like a model and feel like a model. And this is the SV Studios retouching process. This is the magazine photo that I will give you, and you're gonna look just like a model and feel just like a model, gorgeous and confident.